Hey everybody, Brian Gallagher from Meg Business Management, and I want to talk to you today about recruiting. Recently, I've been in several offices, pretty rural markets. I've been in the South and Midwest, and recruiting has come up over and over again. And it's just kind of, it's funny to me. I mean, I understand there's a 20,000 therapist shortage, and it's going to anticipated to grow to be 28,000 people short, physical therapist shortage by 2020. But look, set that aside for a second. I had a staffing company for 10 years, so I had to master this hiring process. It's a 5-phase hiring process. I lectured on this at CSM. I think I've lectured on it at PPS as well, for many of you who've caught this. But I swear, if you follow this 5-phase hiring process, you will get the best candidates, and you will not have a problem meeting the needs and demands of servicing your patients. First and foremost, you have to understand the tip number 1. There are 3 types of therapists. Tip 1, 3 types of therapists. There's your new grad, there's your advanced therapist, and there's your veteran therapist. Every single one of your ads need to be written differently to target each one of those clinicians, depending on which one you're looking for. When you write an ad, you should understand the anatomy of ad writing. There's a certain anatomy that goes into it. There's a certain structure that you put into the ad. It must open with a question. It must have a button. It must push a message. And it must then ask a qualifier. If you don't have an opening question, pushing a button, submitting a message, hitting their button, pushing a message, and having a qualifier, then your ad's not going to attract the best and the brightest people that you're looking for. So you need to learn the dynamics of ad writing. When the resume comes in, you need to know what to look for in the resume. Does it look like they spent time on it? Do they have change in font? Do they have a watermark? You need to see, if you're a new grad, is all their con ed online, or is it live? These are the things I would look at in an ad. Like I said, I'll just recap. Does it look like they spent time on it? Have they changed the fonts? Have they put in con ed that's above and beyond just online con ed? Now, if you're a veteran therapist, you're going to see a lot of that. I'm talking to the new grad therapist with that. Once you do that, the next step, you got to go with the phone interview. Talk about them. Be interested in them. If you're trying to sell your practice to them over the phone, they're going to withdraw. Don't do that. Interview day. There's a particular way you set up your clinic, you inform your staff, and they participate in the interview day process. The front desk, the clinician, the aide, the tech, you've got to get everybody on board. Look, these are the coworkers that are going to have to work with this new hire, so get them involved in the process. It's going to get them to feel ownership in it, and it's going to be very good for the new applicant who comes in to see that you trust your staff to be a part of that process. And it's a limited small part, each one of them, but it's significant. Then you move into the close. There's a particular way you conduct yourself through the interview itself so that you can wrap it up and ensure that you've got this person who's just dying to work for you. One of the things I see that's a major, major mistake, and you can write this one down, do not give them a week to think about it. Look, if they've seen everything, if they've heard everything, and if they've met your staff, they need 24 hours. If the person can't make a decision in 24 hours, they're not your candidate. They're not your candidate, because I'll tell you what, they're going to take your material and they're going to shop it around. And look, I've been in 300, 400 offices now across the country from Alaska to Florida. I'm hearing stories like a new grad showed up for an interview and he showed up with his parents. I'm not kidding. This is what owners are telling me. Parents sitting right in the waiting room with them. I've got people going in for their interview, and then they say, sounds really good. I'm going to check it out with my friends. I'm going to pass this around my friends. I'm going to see what they think. I'll get back to you. I mean, I've never experienced anything like that before. Something's gone wrong in the interview process if you're attracting that kind of thing, and if you're not handling it properly. Those are some outlandish kind of examples, but it's happening, and this is what's going on. We've got to know how to run the interview process. So if you're having a difficult time with recruiting, finding the best and the brightest, go ahead, put your name, email in there, write down what's going on, where part of the country you're from, and I guarantee you I'll be able to help you with this problem. Just reach out to me and let's get on the phone. Cost nothing. We're not going to spam you or anything. I'm not looking to have you buy anything at all. I'm looking to give you as many helpful tips as possible. If you like what you hear and you want to do something together, I'm happy to do that too, but that's on you. Go ahead and reach out to me and see what we can do together. I guarantee you I can help you with your recruiting if that's a challenge for you. Thank you very much.